Welcome back, Kiss Army, to another episode of We Are One.
You wanted the best and you got the best, the hottest channel in the land. We are one. Here I am and here you are. Welcome to the show and welcome to Psycho Circus Kiss Army as we dive into the void of Kistery. Here at We Are One, Kistery will be preserved with interviews both old and new and the breaking news you need. Now, let's go shout it out loud. Gene Simmons recently sat down with Guitar World for an interview, and he was asked about the following, about who would be able to be on stage with Kiss for the End of the Road tour should one of the former members be at a show and want to play, and that gets set up. The question Gene was asked was the following. Vinnie Vincent recently resurfaced following decades out of the public eye. You played a short acoustic set with him in Nashville back in early 2018. Any chance he could be welcomed back into the Kiss fold? Gene responds with the following. Listen, there's personal and there's business. It's worth stating that Vinnie has sued the band and lost 14 times. I'm not here to cast any aspersions. He's a talented guy. That's why he was in the band. But would I depend on him to get up on stage and do anything? Never. Another question came in. What about him having come up on stage and play, say, Lick It Up? It's worth noting that Vinnie was extremely involved with Lick It Up, and ironically that being the only album cover that Vinnie appeared on. Even with the reissue of Creatures, Vinnie did not end up appearing on that album. Cover-wise, that is. And what's interesting is Vinnie wrote, or co-wrote, the entire first side of Lick It Up. He co-wrote Exciter with Paul. He wrote Not for the Innocent with Gene. Him and Paul co-wrote Lick It Up and Young, and he co-wrote with Gene Young and Wasted. Co-wrote with Paul Gimme More. Had a credit on All Hell's Breaking Loose. Had a credit on A Million to One. And then he had a credit on And on the Eighth Day. The only two songs he didn't have a co-write on were Fits Like a Glove and Dance All Over Your Face, which were just exclusively attributed to Gene. Which is absolutely nuts, considering that that album went platinum and ended up at 24 on the U.S. Billboard charts. And with that being the case, Vinnie, if it was going to play anything on stage, would be that album. Gene responded to the question about Vinnie playing Lick It Up saying, no, never. Never happening. No. How many times do you want to get sued before you say that's enough? Final question on this came in. So he's a guy that wouldn't even necessarily be welcomed as a guest at one of the End of the Road shows. Gene responded, can he come to the shows? Of course. Anybody can. But on stage? Never. Yeah, Gene here is not too thrilled with Vinnie. You know, Gene is very business savvy, and being sued 14 times probably not the best thing, especially if you're going to try and welcome Vinnie back into the fold. And even just for one set, he would probably try and get a portion of the sales or whatever, because he is selling his autographed photos on VinnieVincent.com. When they first came out, they were only like $50. And by the time Vinnie started actually doing appearances and all of that, the prices for that stuff went absolutely insane. Now you have to pay for a signed Vinnie photo $150 instead of just $50. So he upped it $100, which is absolutely nuts. And if you want an autographed CD, not even an LP to like put on the wall or anything, that's another $150. You can get a copy of his Ankh pendant for $250, and he's selling these ticket things to his shows for $500. And 4 t-shirts from Vinnie cost $200, which is nuts. You can get a re-release of Speedball Jam for $350. So Vinnie probably would try and get some of whatever show he ended up at, which is absolutely insane. And I can understand why Gene wouldn't want him. Vinnie seems like a nice enough guy in person and all of that, but Gene has a very good point with being sued 14 times and all of that. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Talk to me, and remember, God gave rock and roll to you, and God bless you.
God bless you all.